we're gonna stand up. We're just gonna start with some shoulder rolls. So just rolling your shoulders back. Just getting them warmed up, getting them used to moving this morning. Nice. Bring your elbow into it, making big circles with the elbows. Big circles. I'm gonna do a lot of arm stuff today, so we'll get it warmed up. All right, bring the whole arm into it now. Great big backstroke kind of movement. Going wide. Excellent. Now if you can, let's sweep the arm from the left over to the right in front of you. So we're making like rainbow movements, only one at a time. See where we're going? There we go. Excellent. Up and around. Warming up the whole arm. All right. Last one on this side. We'll change it a little bit. Let's just come into a gong. So we're moving the hips now. Give them a little bit of movement here. Just going from side to side, shifting your weights. A little more energy into it. Keep swinging. So you bring this, as you bring the leg or the leg into it, the more rotation, you get a little bit more out of the arms and out of the mid-back. So let's just start reaching across the body. So lifting from side to side. And warming up on the whole twist here. So from side to side. Excellent. Let's bring the arms up to a diagonal. So same movement on the legs. Just reaching higher with the arms. Get a full body side stretch here as we go. Just reaching tall. Excellent. We'll start bringing it down. We'll come back across. Moving back across the body and then coming down. So going down, reaching down and up. Same movement with the legs. Just making sure we got a little side bend going. Get the whole body into it. There we go. Okay, and two more. Excellent. Let's come to a march. So just standing tall, bring your belly button in. Bring those knees up. Bring those knees up a little higher. Let's start swinging the arms. Let's add some lifts with the arms. So raising the arms, lift and tall. Looks good. Excellent. Arms up and down, raising tall. Now we're going to sweep the arms up a little bit higher and bring them down. Excellent. Warming up the shoulders. Cool. Keep the posture nice and tall, reaching high. Just keeping the legs going. Bring the upper body into it. All right, we're gonna bend the elbows and bring it towards the opposite knee. Ready? And stop and bend. So slowing it down. So we're bringing that knee up and that elbow down. There we go, nice and tall. Bring one elbow to one knee. If that's too much, just bring the palm to the knee. Either way, working the side body, the obliques. Keeping the arms moving. There we go. Nice and tall. No, it's elbow to knee. Perfect. Okay, let's let the arms down. Just start marching. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit. So now instead of, we're gonna marching forward, but we're gonna step wide. So wide, then step in. So step to the side, step to the side, step back in. Ready? So wide, wide, and then in, out, out, in. There you go. Just moving, shifting weight. Keeping a little bit of rocking going. Out, in, to marching in place. Excellent, just marching. Okay, we're gonna tap back. So just tapping back and stepping in. We're gonna alternate feet, tap back, step in, tap back. So it looks like this, tap back, step in, tap back, and in. So just tapping back, stepping in, stepping back, and stepping in. Tapping back. All right, adding the arms in. We bring the arms in, we're gonna bring them out. So as you step back, bring the arms in, step forward, bring them out. So out, step back, in, step back, bring them in, step back. Coordinating the movements. There you go, in, and out. And in, and out. A little tiny bit of a lunge now. We're kind of bringing it down a little bit lower. And picking up the pace. There we go. Stepping back a little bit further into that lunge. There you go, just keeping that moving. Out and in. Okay. Like that, there we go. And in. All right, just a couple more. The whole body moving, get the heart up, right up, and let it go. We'll come back to marching. So now we stepped back. Let's try the stepping forward part. So we're stepping forward, just dropping your weight forward and back. So one step forward on the right foot. So bring the right foot forward and lift the back foot. Just rocking forward and back. So you're just shifting weight. Moving forward, moving back. Moving forward and back. Cool. So adding the arms, just gently bringing them up as you step. There you go. Just finding a nice sway. There we go. Adding the arms. If you want, you bring that back leg up a little bit higher. Bring the front leg up a little bit higher. Always one more way to make it harder. So bring the knee forward, knee back. So knee up, knee back, just rocking. Excellent. Looks good. And back. All right. And let's bring it to us, just back to marching. So let's take a great big deep breath in and just sweep the arms up and wide. Sweep them up like you're doing a rainbow. And wide. One more time up. And just let it down. Bring the arms up. Just take the right arm out. We're going to sweep it across the body. I'm just stretching that arm out. We've done a little bit of work. Keep the feet moving. Switch the arms wide. And across the body. Stretch out that shoulder. And let it down. All right, let's do some weights. All right. Do you have a chair? There we go. Okay, sitting up nice and tall so your core is engaged. Let's start out simple. Just we're going to bring the weights up towards your knees and just start raising the legs up. Just alternating leg lifts with the weights. And go in and down. Eight, 9, 11, 13, 2 more, did before, where it goes out and in. So out and in. So just some abduction there. Bring it over and back in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Check in with your hips, make sure they're doing okay. If it starts to hurt or starts to feel uncomfortable, adjust or stop. Take the weights off if it's comfortable or if it's uncomfortable. If not, just notice what happens when you add just a little bit of weight. All right, one more on each side. All right, and we just tap that out. So sitting up nice and tall, let's do some stuff for the arms. Let's bring them down, bring your palms out away from you. Bring the shoulders back, the elbows near the body, you don't have to have them locked in. And let's just start with some bicep curls. So bringing them up slowly and bringing them back down slowly. Nice and controlled, so you're not using momentum, not letting gravity take them, just bringing them up, slow and controlled. Sitting tall, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Do 5 more. 11 and 12. All right. Let's bring the weights together in front of your chest, and we're gonna open out, so like a fly motion. We do this, ready? And open wide, nice and big, bring the shoulder blades together, and then bring them wide and back in together. So kind of bring them out and open wide, round and back. And bring them back in. So get a good stretch across the front of the chest. We're working the arms, the low back, or the upper back. 5, all the way back, good stretch. If you're starting to get tired, do 2 more and then slow it down. 1, 2, oh, lost count. 3, 2, and 1 more. Bring it in, shoulders high, elbows high, set it down. Okay, kind of come to the edge of your chair. We're gonna lean forward a little bit, bring the weights up towards your shoulders, and we're gonna swing back, but we're not swinging, again, slow and controlled. So we're working the back of the arms now, bringing the weights in and up, and pushing them back. Bring it in, pushing back. Leaning forward makes it a little more energy into it. And bring it in and up and back. 7, 8, 9. Swinging it back behind you. 10, 11, we'll go to 15, 12, pushing it back, 13, bring them in, 14, and one last time, 15, bring it back in. Just one for the upper back. So sitting up nice and tall, bring the elbows up, bring the weights sort of together. So you got it parallel, we're gonna open out. So almost the opposite of what we just did, but moving the shoulders, so you're working into the rotator cuff. So bringing those weights together, the thumbs touching, and open them out. So you can keep the elbows up at shoulder level, so it's a little high, and open them wide. Getting a stretch. Start working that rotator cuff. Right in and out. Again, if there's any injury or anything's uncomfortable, just set it down and we'll come back to the next one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, that is starting to feel it. 10. All right, set it down. Okay, let's set those, put those on the chair beside you or behind you and just shake out the arms. That's a lot of work for the arms. And if we're gonna bring the arms in front of you like rainbows, we're just gonna sweep up, interlace the fingers and stretch it. Just stretch it out, reaching tall, looking up at the ceiling. Just pushing up, energizing the arms. Maybe bending back a little bit. Excellent. And then sweep the arms forward as you come down. We did a lot of work for the low back, so let's come into a forward fold. Just bring it down so your chin's pointing long. We're hinging at the hips, kind of folding at the hips instead of rounding the back. So keep the back nice and flat. And just let it stretch out that low back. Tuck in the chin. And then roll up. And bring the shoulders around. Just bring the right leg out in front of you. Just point the toe up at the ceiling. Push out through the hole, through the heel. So the toes are pointing at the ceiling, the heel's pushing away from you. Really pushing long through the back of the leg. Stretch the hamstrings. But we'll engage the whole leg here with the foot activated. Toes up at the ceiling. We can't see. All right, now push that toe down. And push it down hard into the floor so you're stretching the whole front of the leg. Really energizing that leg. Just pushing down through the leg. The toes on the floor. Sit up nice and tall. And bring the toe back up. Come to the opposite side, so second side. Slide that leg out. Point the toes at the ceiling. Toes are up at the ceiling. And really pull the toes back, push out through the heels. You're energizing the whole leg, but stretching that hamstring out, bringing the toes back, really engaging that foot. Excellent, just pulling. And then let's lower the toes down. With your leg long, push down through the toes. Just push some weight into the toes like you're pushing the floor away. Stretching the front of the leg. Look at those little muscles in the legs and the feet. And then bring it back in and step it up. The legs down, let's bring the knee in, hug it in nice and tight, and roll that ankle. So we stretched it out in both directions, now we're going to do all the little tiny connectors in the inside of the foot. Big circles with the toes. And then roll it in the opposite way. Just cooling down. Rolling the toes. If you can, just grab the foot and stretch the front of the leg. So just, if you can hold on to the foot, I'll show you from the side. Maybe bend it and see if you can get it where you can get it to stretch. Just find the place that's right for you when you feel a quad stretch. And bring that knee in and up. Moving up to the other side. Bring your knee in. And let's roll the ankles. Second ankle. Big circles. And bring the whole foot into it. Big circles. And then going in the opposite direction. Circling. There it goes. And bring that knee in a little tighter. You can, we're gonna grab it. Go this way. And see if you can pull it up. Find the place that's comfortable. Maybe it's here and you feel the stretch in the quad, that's what we're going for. We're just stretching that front of the leg out. Like I said, just finding the place that's right. Alright, coming back to center. We're just gonna rock the legs from side to side. Just rocking from side to side. Big inhales with the arms up. Grab one arm from the other. We're just going to lean to the side. We did a lot of lateral movements today, so let's stretch that. And then switching hands, let's lean to the other side. Leaning long. Exhale. Bring the arms down. Bring the left arm across, come into a little twist. So sitting up nice and tall, bring that left arm across the body. Bring it to the chair. Right arm behind you. And a big twist. Exhale, let's swing around to the other side. Oops, there we go. I what I was doing. Sitting up tall. Right hand to the chair. Looking behind you, sitting tall. A great twist in there. And coming back. Ooh, sitting up. Just rolling the shoulders. Strap the right ear to the left shoulder, left ear to the left shoulder. Pushing down, push down through the right arm and really get a good stretch in the neck. Just finding that length in the arm and the stretch in the neck. And coming up to the other side, second side. Pushing down through the left arm, finding the stretch. Sometimes you have to move around a little bit and get that perfect stretch. And then just rocking the shin from side to side. Just letting it go. Making big circles, bringing the chin down towards the chest. Rolling the ears up, looking back up at the ceiling, around and down. Now when you get, then we're just gonna roll it in the opposite direction. That place is comfortable. 2 more times. And 1 more. Excellent. Whew, sitting up nice and tall.